back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's going deep this time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running back sent in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Got to think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. Here's Kyler to throw. He's got it near the 10. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Forward. Let's go. Whoa.
They go play action on 1st. Finds a seam down the middle. Breaks free in the center of the field. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 3-possession game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Murray set up to throw. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And that gets him to double digits with his 10th reception of the game. They've kept him about as busy as they could all contest. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Murray. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 47, Wilson on the slant. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Throwing it again here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They are throwing it again. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Cut out left. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And as they keep going to him, he's now across 200 yards in what's become one of the most productive games he's had so far in his career. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5. Benson once more. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. Leonard Williams applying the hit there. All plays on the table here for third and 3. Kyler throwing here. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Murray here on first down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10, Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And this is a mark you could go an entire season without seeing. This is a 15-catch game for him after that last play, as he just continues to produce despite the attention this defense has been giving him. Turning to Benson on third. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
2-2.
Murray to throw. Wilson's got it. Breaks the tackle, still go. Touchdown, Arizona! So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
One hit.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to Wilson. Good little whip there, looks like about 6. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left. And off to Benson to start the drive. They'll cobble together a yard there. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Benson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. And he fakes the spike. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by these points.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him and he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
They give on second to Benson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's Benson on the give. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Cardinals piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
Forward. Forward. Forward.
Lone back gets the handoff. Buys some breathing room here. He's across the 15. Trey Benson! And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals trying to end this before the final quarter. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He Benson on first and 10. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Sit.
Benson now from the gun. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Move.
They give up the gut to Benson. He breaks the tackle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
What? 2, 1.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Ryman there to haul it in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now Kyler. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 2.
The give now to Benson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. He has it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. They'll run here. It's Benson. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
What? Two.
Another try for Benson. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Cardinals keep running away with this. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Play action now, Murray. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Let's come in here, Brock. It's Murray. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
Oh, 180. 2-2.
Now an inside give to Benson. Jukes out a one-stop. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Run here with Benson. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Here's Kyler to throw. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Kyler looking to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
2-2.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Cardinals throwing 6 more on the blowout. As he nabs another touchdown, Brock, I got to ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown?
Sit.
Putting a receiver in motion. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's throwing deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds his target, Ryman. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Man in motion here. From the 23. Pass it down close. And in for the Arizona touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season.